Hoppa! Welcome everybody to. Are you on the right fucking camera, dumbass? Welcome everybody to. We was started on Brandon and Jamel's shot, but hello everyone and welcome to Stavvy's World. 904-800-STAV. Call in, we'll solve all your problems. You're getting a little extra song because Eldest is a dumbass who started on the wrong camera, folks. But you already know who our guests are because they were the only thing you could see the first 4 seconds of this podcast. And if you are listening, you probably just read the description anyway. Brandon and Jamel, welcome, boys.
Hello.
Jamel Johnson, nice Brandon Wardell.
Hi.
Two of my oldest compatriots in comedy.
Come on, the guys.
The guys, over a decade at this point. Crazy.
Over a decade.
Easily 12.
At least an easy 12 without even trying to.
Yeah. No, we all started
there.
back in the Catskills together.
Yeah.
Roasting Dean Martin.
Oh yeah. We were you used to get a lot of mileage out of calling him Italian back then. And that's kind of come back around.
Yeah.
Hey.
I recently on an episode that probably aired before this just talked about how I'm done with Italians. They're getting a little too much credit. Yeah. They're not that different.
You've been in New York long enough to feel this.
It's over. It's like, chill out, guys. You're not that interesting.
Just talking about Italians in general.
In general, yeah. Italian Americans.
Well, I guess like the
Italian Americans.
That's always. I feel like a lot of like sort of like Twitter socialist types are like, oh well, we can make jokes about Italians.
Yeah, and that's a problem too. Don't get me wrong. That's also become hack.
Right.
But I have had it with Italians also.
Sure.
It's like you're really dining out on mafia stuff. That's cool. But if there isn't, literally, if
Mafia hasn't had a hit in a while.
If you take, no, The Irishman was like all nostalgia, right? And it was all about like that this genre's dead, basically. That's what it felt like anyway. Great movie. But take away, I made this point earlier, take away Scorsese, Italians crumble.
I mean,
he's the fucking Jenga piece in between. Here's pizza. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Here's pizza.
Well, your favorite
Martin
show
Scorsese.
is The Sopranos.
Yeah, but I know. But that show is fucking awesome. But it's like, it's also mocking those people.
Of course.
It's also completely understands they're pieces of shit. And that when they go to Italy, they're nothing but, greasy laughing stocks.
Right.
To their original. It's kind of like a wolf versus like a pug. You know what I mean? Italians in Italy versus Staten Island fucking Republican Guidos.
Okay, now do Africans and African Americans.
I thought you'd never ask. They're awesome, and I love learning from their lived experiences.
What I'll say about that is any group of people who's not eating pussy intentionally should get made fun of.
That's true.
You're on the list.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. We're slurping on it over here. But look, we don't have to get to the anti-Italian stuff. Check out the episode with Mark Normand. Check out Mark Normand #2 for the anti-Italian talking points.
I feel like the Albanians are running the mafia game right now. Anyway.
Unfortunately, you know how much I hate to give Albanians credit, but I will say you guys are conniving criminals that understand how to leech off of productive members of society. So yes, you are a blight wherever you go, much like the Italians used to be.
Productive members of society now. Shameful.
Any kind of Filipino organized crime you know about, Brandon?
Not that.
You don't got one aunt running a dice game?
Yeah. A mahjong game?
Yeah, a big mahjong game in the laundry. Yeah. Come on. You don't got one. That's the wrong. I don't think they have Filipino mahjong.
The criminally low box office of the Filipino American family comedy Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
No,
check that out on VOD, guys. Easter Sunday, starring Joe Coy and Brandon Wardell.
We didn't come to plug that. We came to plug the Brandon Jamel show.
No, hold on. I'm not done yet.
We don't need to talk about
Stay
Easter
on my
Sunday.
camera and mute Brandon,
We
please.
don't need to talk about Easter Sunday.
check out Easter Sunday, folks. Cameo, Tiffany Haddish cameo. A really good sign. It's called Easter Sunday. The studio moved it to August, so you know that's a sign of how much they believed in the picture.
It's Easter somewhere.
My mom.
It's Easter somewhere.
My mom loved it. It was for her. It did not perform. This movie did not perform well critically or commercially. And I did not really promote it.
Let's check out the trailer for Easter Sunday.
Let's not.
I have watched this.
Let's not.
I sent this to my mom.
Let's not.
Joseph, are you coming for
Oh
Easter?
no.
I just want to see one sliver of Brandon, and then we can. Oh,
You're going to be a pilot?
he's acting in the movie also.
Like a TV show.
You're playing a pilot on the TV show.
Oh,
I'm a lawyer.
You could have been a lawyer if you only applied yourself.
Check.
Little father and son road trip.
Father son road trip. You're on screen, Father Joe Coy.
Follow your dream and become a piercer.
Anyway, guys, on demand available right now. If you're staying at a Holiday Inn Express, you could get it on demand for $19.99. I'm sure.
Yeah, I'll get a nickel and residuals out of that.
Yeah. Hit up our boy. Yeah, put some money into Joe Coy and Brandon's pockets.
Yeah.
You could sign up for the Brandon and Jamel Show Patreon. You could watch it. But is Joe Coy getting any money out of that? No, he's not.
Hey, listen, that remains to be seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
We might be signing some partnership deals. You don't know what we got cooking
Third
up.
mic.
Yeah.
The BJJ show.
Yeah. It's something.
Brandon, Jamel, and Joe.
Easter Sunday 2 drops. You're his son.
No, you're married to Jamel, and that's the big tension. You're gay and you have a black husband.
You bring me home.
That actually would be awesome.
That's a good movie.
That's legitimately that's an awesome movie.
That's a romp.
You take like such a you take like a movie like that and just introduce a kind of out of control, strange element where you guys have no sexual chemistry. You're clearly just friends, but you're still playing his husband. That would be
Chuck
awesome.
and Larry vibes plus.
Absolutely. Let's get that in the pipeline. We can do it without Joe Coy. Let's just get the rights to Easter Sunday and write our own book.
Yeah.
Dude, that would honestly be awesome. To get the rights to Easter Sunday, do it without Joe Coy. We could probably get every other actor.
Yeah.
You're his husband. And we just get a bald Filipino guy.
We just
play
like
Joe Coy. We get like a really effeminate. He's the only clearly gay guy in the movie. It's just like a really gay bald Filipino guy, and we're like, this is Joe.
Wait, did I tell you what when I did that movie? Joe Perro was like, "Oh, you should have come up. He should have come to set bald."
Yeah,
He showed up to set
that would have
bald.
been awesome. I thought I'm playing his dad, his son.
No, let's do it. Not non-union, completely non-union.
Non-union
It's
comes
a commercial.
out.
It
Easter
counts
Sunday
as actually a
2
commercial.
comes out December 25th. It's coming out on Christmas. Easter Sunday 2. Yo, Brandon, we should legitimately make like a 20-minute movie called Easter Sunday 2. That would be fucking awesome. Anyway, we got the fellas in the mix. I just took I'll be honest with you guys, a nice juicy dump, folks.
Oh, boy.
Okay, it went well.
I needed that.
Because I was worried. I thought you was going to be a little pisser.
I needed that.
Big time.
I didn't think it was going to work out either.
Right, no.
But I really let it fly. And it feels very good. And here's something I was thinking. Brandon, were you constipated as a child?
I weirdly remember one time.
It just feels like you would be.
But no. I wasn't. No.
Jamel knows what I'm talking about.
It seemed like you could have ended up with some mineral issues.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I mean, every time y'all eat Cheerios, it'd be, you know what I'm saying? Something.
Just something a little bit. I can see.
Balance off.
Little ass cute Brandon, big ass eyes, being like, my tummy hurts.
Yeah.
And just not being able to shit for like 4 days.
Frozen rope in there.
For whatever reason, just because I could see, I could definitely see that, you know. Go ahead.
Okay.
No, I was like,
Yeah.
do I volunteer this?
Yeah, you do, pal.
Sure, come on.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, this is look. We're just
Just a couple guys.
Nobody's
It's just
listening.
3 guys hanging out.
4
Yeah.
guys. Come on, he's right there.
4 guys hanging out.
Come on, dude.
With regards to the constipation as a
Sure,
child,
sure.
Yeah.
I just remembered one major incident.
Okay, let's
Talk
hear
to
it.
us.
Just like going to the doctor and like there was an X-ray.
An X-ray.
There was
where
an
they found a
X-ray that
ton of
was
shit?
like that's all
It's just a big ass.
that's all shit. That's all shit that should be outside of your asshole right now. And I don't know what's going. I actually, you did unlock. I hadn't thought about
Dude,
this in so
see?
long,
Damn.
but because
There was something powerful because you were shitting while I was shitting, and we
No.
must have gotten some kind of mind connection. You weren't
oh,
shitting?
Yeah, no, I peed. I shit.
you
I shit
peed.
before we came here.
did shit.
I shit and then I took
Still,
a full
your
body
dick was
shower.
out. Your dick was out.
My dick
ass
was out.
shitting.
Yeah.
There was something in the air.
There was
It was
a
Something in
yeah.
the air.
lightning.
Cosmic, yeah,
lightning
yeah.
struck both toilets at once. And
I literally,
yeah.
out of nowhere, was like, I bet Brandon used to get constipated
But
as
I
a child.
actually I actually because you brought that up.
Yeah.
Because you brought that up, I did
Yeah.
remember that like walking out of the doctor and
Your little
having like
extended belly?
having like a stack of papers that was like, oh here are foods that make you poop more. I was constipated as a child,
See that?
Damn, kid.
but now
It's
I'm
a
pretty
gift.
But he fought
regular.
through. Now he got.
What did
Yeah.
What did you eat to get the?
It was a
Did the doctor
high
like put his thumb up your
fiber.
ass or something?
Yeah, it was
To oil it up?
It was not a yeah. In retrospect, not a very professional operation.
He's like,
yeah.
and then just all comes out. He's just like, got his finger up your ass. He's fucking doing this shit.
Popped it. You just reminded me. Have I ever talked to you guys about the poop knife?
No.
Yo, listen. No, okay. One of our old co-workers.
Yeah.
We're in the room talking about shits, and the assistant
Yeah.
is like, it's his turn to tell a shit
Of
story.
course.
And he was like, yeah, so, I took a big one when I was a kid, and then my parents had to pull out the poop knife. And, like, we're all like, son, what do you say that again? You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean by that?
How old is he?
He's like, no, you don't know the poop knife?
He said it like
He said it like everybody
knows
has
about
a
the
poop
knife.
knife.
My mom took out the iron to clean to
Yeah,
to
yeah.
get wrinkles out of my clothes.
Yeah,
he
no.
said like I took a
He's
big
all-
shit, so they
he-
took out the poop knife.
Yeah. As if a poop knife exists in every home. And we had to stop and be like, that's not true, man.
That's awesome.
But yeah,
And what did they do with the?
they just
Step
cut
it
it
up
so
his-
it would
They would
flush.
cut the
cut
shit.
his-
Cutting
A turd
his, they had to cut his shit in half to flush it. They had to get a knife.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
because
Designated
the
for
logs were
shit.
so long.
Yeah.
Wow.
What if the poop knife is just them holding a knife to his throat? And
Yeah. Take a shit. You needed the poop knife. 4-year-old you needed the poop knife.
I was
Hurry
on
up,
this
Brandon.
list. Prescribed.
Yeah.
Prescribed violence.
Down. Wow.
Damn, my man had to cut his turds.
Yeah.
But I beat it for the record.
You beat
No,
constipation.
he's back. Yeah, no.
You're pretty regular now.
Yeah.
Eldest, I know. What's the earliest you clogged the bathroom? Probably like 4 years old.
Damn.
I know you clogged one early, brother.
I must have.
You were taking adult size. I mean, me and Eldest used to have sleepovers or like hang out all day, and we're just fat as shit in 11. We put a beating on whatever toilet we were around.
Damn.
I know you were clogging toilets young.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of when's the earliest I ever clogged the toilet. I mean, I can't think of a time.
Wow.
It must have been in elementary school or something, just using
Yeah.
like way too much toilet paper or something.
Sure, that doesn't really count.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. But
I blocked all
To
that
this-
mine out, man. I can't go back.
I
there.
didn't. I wasn't expecting like this much doo doo talk, but like
It just
I'm
it's a
on
free
board.
flowing conversation.
Yeah.
Here now.
Look,
You know, however it goes. You want actually?
look,
Eldest, pull up
I'm about
the
to take it to
pull
the
up the
right.
Easter Sunday trailer. We didn't finish it.
More people talk. More people talk. I like the poo poo talk. I like the poo poo
Hey,
talk.
hey, you say the word, we'll switch back.
I like the poo poo talk. I really like the poo. The poo poo talk is great.
We have yet to. You were in two
No, the
seasons.
poop
man.
talk is great.
We could examine both
We'll
of them.
rent it and this will be a watch along.
I don't. No. I don't want to get to the part in the trailer where I Got a Feeling comes on. So with regards to shits,
Yeah.
like, do you remember the first time you like took like a big
nice
big
big
dump that
one.
you wanted you kind of wanted to take a photo of it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we grew up at a time where we didn't really have that. All you had was the memories.
And now,
as
and
a
now every
Yeah, that's
kid,
what we
is-
are.
every
Hold on to
kid.
those.
they don't stop taking pictures of their turds.
Oh, dude, me and Eldest, we were 10. We probably would have been texting
yeah.
our shits back and forth to each
You
other
guys with a couple
all
Galaxy,
day,
a couple
dude.
Galaxy 3s. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude, if we were around during, and we would have had androids, being poor,
Oh, hell yeah.
poor Eastern Europeans in Baltimore. You know, our family.
Not
would've
even
gotten-
a Galaxy. A Galaxy would be nice as shit.
No,
It'd
you're
be
right.
like-
We would have gotten whatever.
Kyocera.
Cricket's like, sign up for Cricket and get 7 of these phones. That's what we would have had. We would have had, yeah. Like a brand that only makes like fucking like steamers and phones, like some
Yeah.
Korean brand you've never heard of.
Yeah.
That'll make like a closed steamer in a phone.
You two little adorable children sending 3-megapixel photos of your turds to each other.
Oh yeah.
I never got my Soldier phone.
Oh, did you buy one?
I bought like a couple. I bought like a Soldier
Big
game.
mistake.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
And I was like,
you bought
I-
the game system too?
I tried calling my credit card company like
To reverse it?
Soldier Boy scammed me.
Yeah. Damn, the
What
phone.
did they say? Chase was like,
Maybe there was
nah.
no Soldier phone. Maybe I'm just thinking of the Soldier game.
No, there was one, I believe.
had a
But the
thing.
game console, I definitely remember. Man. Soldier Boy, what a guy.
It was just an emulator. It was just like
Oh,
an
it was?
emulator with like.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was like one of them shits they sell in the
Yeah.
mall, the kiosk.
He was
Yeah.
branding basically illegal bootleg games
Yeah.
and selling them. That's so sick.
which is innovative. And he
It's
is a pioneer.
awesome. Yeah. You never got the. You never got like. system?
No,
The Soldier game?
I never got the Soldier game. I ordered the
Or the
Soldier
money?
game. That money's gone.
Wow, you got finessed by Soldier
Soldier
Boy.
Boy.
Don't have that. No, Soldier Boy has that money.
Soldier Boy finesse you to the tune of $200. You have to respect the guy like that, man. He was already rich,
Yeah.
and then he just popped up to scam like so many of his fans. That's awesome. I
No, it's
remember
pretty
the.
fun. I kind of like it. I kind of like that happened.
Yeah, no, you got fin-domed
I
by
got
Soldier
fin-domed
Boy.
by Soldier
Yeah,
Boy.
yeah. You're Soldier Boy's pay pig.
Yeah.
What's he up to these days, man?
Just hanging
I
out
mean,
on
there was that
TikTok
Rick
sometimes.
and Morty came out not that long
Splash.
ago.
He had a Rick and Morty episode.
His Rick and Morty. Play
Oh, the
Soulja
song
Boy Rick and
the
Morty.
song.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or actually, don't play. You know,
That song stinks.
It's not. You know,
I mean, "Kiss Me Through the Phone," one of the best songs.
classic.
Yeah.
One of the best. Put it in the Library of Congress. One of the best songs ever.
Probably is
Fucking.
already.
You're right. It probably. What do you think? What did "Kiss Me Through the Phone" chart? You think it was number one?
It was
Is it
up
number
there.
one?
I'm going to say.
I'm gonna say 4.
I'm gonna say 2.
Eldest, look up "Kiss Me Through the Phone." What would we say? Chart position, highest chart position.
Yeah. Oh, number 12.
Peaked at 12. Oh,
Ah.
interesting. I would think it would be a bigger. I mean, for me, that was an absolute. 2008. Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah. I
mean,
Fucking
come on.
see for freshman year of college.
And it was this
Yeah, you
was
can't
oh,
run
and then
around
it
Baltimore
was
without
Turn
this.
My Swag On right after.
Oh, Turn My Swag On came after.
Yeah.
Wow.
People sleep on Birdwalk. I love Birdwalk.
I don't remember Birdwalk.
Birdwalk wasn't like they only played it on BET. It didn't make it out. It didn't make it out.
It didn't cross over.
Yeah, but Birdwalk
Yeah.
was tight.
Yeah.
I like that one photo of him and Natalie Portman, where she looks like the happiest.
Check.
She's
Eldest
ever
pull it
looked.
up. Natalie Portman and Soldier Boy, huh?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is a great picture. And he just could not give he doesn't really care.
Yeah.
Where are they? Click on the one where they're
TRL.
dancing. Oh, they're on TRL.
Yeah.
Shout out to Carson Daly. Now that's a guy. That's a guy. You got to respect how he turned pretty much no talent into a really good career in the grand scheme of things.
Just some
Carson, we'd love to
enterprise-
have you on Stavvy's World if you're listening.
Is he in New York? Is he still doing the late night?
No, that got canceled.
No, he's on the Today Show.
What the fuck am I
He
talking
started the horseshoe theory.
Oh yeah.
Went back.
Yeah, came around.
Wow,
So
good for
late that
him.
it became early.
Hit it off.
Yeah, they're like, Carson, can you stay up 3 more hours and do the early shift? Can you do 5 a.m.? Oh man, that is awesome.
Yeah, it's a great photo.
Yeah, all time.
And I love how he was just wearing. For a while he was wearing sunglasses where he, I think, put white out.
It
wrote
must have been
Soldier
white out.
Boy on with white out, which is an awesome
So
move.
sick.
It's such a fucking awesome move. Clearly did it himself, or had like his friend with nice handwriting do it.
Hairline is wobbly.
It is shockingly wobbly. That's crazy, actually.
Maybe it's
It's
the
got
angle.
a little.
How the fuck are you gonna get hugged by Natalie Portman when your shit's not lined up, dude?
It's got some peaks and valleys.
Yeah, that's very interesting. And I also feel like, that's, for whatever reason, I mean, I feel like, having your hairline nice has always been a thing, but I feel like maybe there's because I was in high school. Maybe that's why I feel like, isn't that when everyone cared about hairlines more? But maybe all I'm thinking of is high school and when you would just shit on anyone with any defect whatsoever.
Pretty much.
So if anybody had a fucked up hairline, it was just open season. And you'd also get bonus points as a white person for noticing that.
Just at all.
You would get a multiplier. It was a multiplier effect when I would roast someone for having a fucked up hairline, for not having his shit lined up. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Because first of all, I would get them nice. And then they'd be like, "Hey, fucking Stav even knows, bitch." It would be like, even white people know your shit's so fucked up. White people know your hair. It would be awesome, dude. Little did those kids know I would become a professional comedian. At the time, I was just some fat white man. I was just some fat white kid on the football team. But back then, dude, little did they know how fucked some kids, those anime kids were.
Yeah, damn.
That was a great time, man.
Whatever happened to Soldier Boy's boy A-Rab? Remember A-Rab?
Oh,
yeah.
Where is A-Rab?
Great name, by the way. Great name.
Yeah.
They go by A-Rab. I don't know what happened to him, man. Oh yeah, there he is.
Oh.
Okay.
After BB gun.
Arab on Soldier Boy kicking him off. Oh, after BB gun.
He's got some face tats.
We don't need to fucking get into this A-Rab.
Well, everybody,
He looks a little bit like a skinnier OJ the Juice Man.
A-Rab, come on, Brandon Jamel.
If we're gonna go down the, late 2000s nostalgia kick, OJ the Juice Man was a hilarious guy.
OJ
You remember
the
him?
Jew Man.
Yeah.
Because he also never said juice, so he was actually saying the Jew Man.
OJ the Jew Man. Yeah. Did he have Bricks? Was that his song? Whose song was Bricks?
I think they were both on it. I think he was just on it, but I think it was Gucci.
Yeah, that's a great song.
I think it was Gucci.
It's like a pirate shanty. Dun 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 dun.
Wasn't that Gotti's song?
Was that?
I think it was technically.
All
Gotti's
white
movie.
bricks. I just remember the literal, Eldest searching bricks, thinking that song's gonna come up. No, bitch, it was Gucci.
DJ OJ and Gotti.
Oh, and Yoga, he was on it as well.
Yeah.
But it was a Gucci song, yes. I remember volunteering in an after-school program and hearing just a child, like a 7-year-old, be like, bricks, all white bricks, light tan bricks, and being like, oh, this kid's fucked. I mean, like, there's no way I'm going to teach him algebra good enough where his life turns out good. He's 7 and talking about heroin and cocaine.
Oh, man.
He was a good kid, though. A little rowdy.
Yeah, we love him.
He was. I would love to check in on those kids. They would have no idea who the fuck I was. I was like at an after-school program, like, 3 times a week.
Nah, they know you.
For 1 semester.
They know you off the Raven clips. They know the Raven man.
Yeah, that would be awesome, actually.
I remember when you were working there, you told me like you just overheard some kids talking about fucking.
Yeah, they
getting
were
their dick sucked.
Yeah, they were 6th graders. I was working with like little kids, and then like sometimes their like older siblings would come by. And this is in college when I'm not getting pussy. I'm hearing 12-year-olds, 12-year-olds with more sauce than I'll ever have, just talk about getting pussy.
Just like
and I was
in the
just like,
corner
I gotta kill myself. This is literally this is like freshman year of college. Not only have I not gotten pussy, I've gained the freshman 62.
Right.
Because I have the you put a fat man with an unlimited meal plan on a college campus,
Dangerous.
Problem.
game over. I was
And you're
probably as fat as I am now, but 19.
I love thinking about 19-year-old you getting like so pissed about like 12-year-old Chads.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
Fucking
How the fuck are these kids getting pussy? They're fucking children.
Damn, I remember this one. You ever seen the one of the pudgy? It's like a little fat kid talking about how he got some cheeks last night, and he like does things like
Yeah, where he's like,
yeah,
that video's great.
Yo,
I love that kid.
yeah, fat. Hey, come on the pod, fat kid.
Yeah, that little fat kid who's beefing with his friend in a different video. It's that kid, right?
So no, that was
That
the other
dark-skinned
fat
kid
kid.
with, like,
That
the
was
light-
the fat kid
the-
with the ham
the-
sandwich.
Yeah,
fucking,
it's not the same kid.
That's a different kid.
Sandwich.
That's a different kid.
They look pretty similar, right? Or am I being
No,
racist?
they're just you're being racist. They're just both fat.
oh
just
yeah,
both fat.
Terrio.
Yeah,
One of them looked like Little Terrio, and the other one
Damn, I love
did
Little
not.
Terrio.
I actually don't know what the other kid looked like, but you
Interesting.
are still racist for sure.
Yeah. I think he was at least in the ballpark.
He is.
I think he had similar hair. Maybe he was brown skin. Maybe, but he wasn't light skinned. This kid you're talking
He was
about.
not light skinned. We can both agree.
We
there.
can both agree
You get
there.
some points back because
All right,
I'm almost
okay.
positive he wasn't light skinned.
Okay, great. We'll find him later. Well, yeah, I mean, I heard those kids talking about it, and then you know why it was probably doubly triggering is because when I was in middle school, I was a fat 12-year-old, and I was playing basketball, and it was like an open gym period, so it's like we were just playing pickup, and my team lost, and I was just like catching my breath, and I overheard like kids talking about. With a girl there, and a girl talking about sucking their dicks or something.
Whoa!
And I remember being like, oh. Like, I literally was like, oh. Like, they saw me hear that and be like, what? They're getting pussy? We're allowed to fuck? And they literally like, hey, yo, he listening. And I was cooked, bro. And I had to be like, next. Can anybody need somebody to come in? I was fucked, dude.
I'm playing kickball after that. I'm playing kickball after that.
Dude, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what? Pussy? Now it was like, we're children. It went from like, when I'm
Baltimore
19,
City, right?
when I'm 19, I'm like, they're children, to when I'm 12, I'm like, we're children. They're already getting pussy. This isn't fair. We should be playing Madden and drinking juice boxes. We shouldn't be getting pussy. I was so scared, dude. I was like, what? I was jealous and scared at the same time.
God damn.
Like, what do you guys mean you're getting pussy?
Damn, I was scared of roller coasters like that, but never pussy. Pussy, I was ready to go. Day one. I need the pussy now.
Don't get me wrong. I would have liked to see titties.
Sorry, not on some mystical shit.
Yeah. Jamel Johnson, he'll take the pussy one way or another.
Please.
He's ready to go. Jamel Johnson, did you know that Bill Cosby was about to buy NBC?
Bill Cosby did not do an episode of Airbuds. There's no, he didn't. It was a character played by Dr. William H. Cosby. No.
Goddamn. Yeah, dude, I was fucking scandalized. I know you saw some shit at Owings Mills, Eldest. Or in middle school?
I think I've talked about this here
Already?
before, but
Okay.
there was like, we had some like girl, the school I went to,
Yeah.
freshman year of high school.
You talked about this where a dad walked in on this girl getting a train ran on her in his house, dude.
There was this kid in my school, and he was pretty fucking cool, honestly. He was a cool kid. He was like cool, but he was like kind of nerdy, too. Like
Respect.
he was good in all his classes. He was always doing magic with his spark notes and shit in English. Like he was just on top of it. But I guess he started getting his dick sucked by this girl after school at her dad's house, and that quickly turned into him inviting his buddies over while her dad was.
Here's
at work
something I'll
after
say about
school.
him. Good friend. That's a good friend. Whatever else you want to say about him, good guy. I was looking out for his
He got his
fellas.
boys over. I'm pretty sure he was like, charging $5 a head.
Oh no, dude!
Like, it was like some, it was like some very
Five
low
is tough.
scale pimping,
Yeah,
literal pimping.
that's like when you see babies put like a fake loaf of bread in a fake oven. That's like my first pimping set. It's like Seeing that kid charge $5 for pussy from his girlfriend.
Oh, man.
But I mean, not even his
fake
girlfriend.
friend.
This is
yeah.
like your like little 12-year-old
Yeah.
scandalized reaction. I was like, what?
Well, that's
what are you guys doing?
that's much crazier.
Absurd.
And, I mean, yeah, it's a lot
Yeah.
crazier, but I was like talking to one of our mutual friends who just got his dick sucked by her the day before. He was like, yeah, we're over there. We're putting ice in her mouth. She's sucking our cocks with ice in her mouth.
What?
This is 6th or 7th grade? Or high
no, this
school?
is 9th grade.
Oh, 9th grade. Okay.
But they would have.
Did they invite you over?
No, I never got
Wow.
the invite. I couldn't do that.
You-
I wasn't equipped for that. I would have gone crazy if I was
No,
involved
of course,
in
that would have been. Dude, imagine being like, this is fucked up, and you just have your soft little dick in someone's mouth because you feel bad. And now, not only are you engaging in this horrible act, but now everyone thinks you're a fucking loser because your dick can't get hard. That's what would have happened to you, Eldest.
Yeah. But, I mean, literally, it would have fucked me up. I'm not built for that.
No, that
In
sounds
9th
horrible.
grade.
No, of course, that would have fucking. Although, I did want to get sucked so bad in 9th grade that who knows.
But apparently, this girl's dad came home early one day and just found like 5 or 6 dudes
Jesus
like posted
Christ.
up like in the house. It was fucked up.
That's tough. That guy must have done something bad.
Yeah.
That's God kind of getting back at him. There's no other way to read that situation.
Yeah.
That's a bad, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it seemed pretty fucked, but
Yeah.
crazy.
Damn,
Wild.
You just unlocked. I gotta remember both of these.
Yeah.
So the first one has less to do with it than this.
Okay.
There was this girl that we went to school with who was like eating ass.
Oh, wow.
She was eating ass like,
Respect.
and this was like early 2000s, bro. This was
Wow,
like
that's-
03. She's eating
That's
ass
awesome.
in 03. Somebody like a dude on the basketball team.
03.
Yeah,
Good for
she
her.
was tossing salads on the basketball
That's
team.
crazy. That's so
And
advanced.
then word got around, and like then she became like. She was like too far ahead of her time, you know.
Right,
Everybody's
right,
like,
right.
"Oh, there's the eating ass girl.
Right.
Don't talk to her."
Yeah.
I'm like, nigga, you niggas was
Yeah, she
fucking
seems
up.
pretty
Somebody
cool.
should probably
Yeah, if she's eating ass, she'll probably do something else too.
She'll probably do a few other things.
Yeah.
What
a shame.
Did you have like? I feel like everybody in school had. There was like one. There was always a rumor at school about like, oh, did you hear so and so fucked a dog?
We did not have no dogs.
There was one at
Getting
mine.
fucked.
There was like. There was one at mine.
Okay, who was it?
Oh,
You
what's
don't
her
say her
full
name.
name?
Yeah.
Oh.
Say her full name.
Her full name is. I actually don't remember her name.
Where
but
was this? Where was this? Because you moved around a little bit.
This is in Fairfax, Virginia.
Oh, it was in Virginia. Okay.
Yeah.
That is a Fairfax County.
But that was.
Yeah.
fucking dogs out there.
The white women never beating the we fuck dogs allegations
Yeah.
memes that go around every once in a while. That is
Every few months.
every few months you do see something like
I
that.
do see one.
Yeah, but that was out there, huh?
That was out there, but I have
don't
no
think she did?
confirmation.
Damn.
Sure.
Yeah, but I just thought I assumed that everybody else would be like, my school had a
No, we didn't
girl
have
that
that.
everybody thought fucked a dog.
No. Well, we did have. So I have a joke in my special about like getting scarecrowed, where it's like a woman lifts you and sucks your dick, and you're up there like a scarecrow.
Oh shit.
I actually did take that from real life experience where there was a kid who, you remember him, Eldest. We won't say his name. Big motherfucking something. You know, yeah. There was this guy who he was like 105 pounds. He was like skinny as shit.
Sure.
Like just this tall, lanky kid.
Could be lifted.
Could be lifted, and his girl was like thick.
Okay.
And she was like 5'10".
It was like road
and a
trip.
big girl,
Yeah.
right? And he was showing people videos of her sucking his dick regular,
Hell yeah.
and then the big finisher was him getting lifted up and getting
Doing
his
the
dick
Christ
sucked.
air?
Yeah, dude.
A Christ there off
Yeah.
the getting the mop.
I never saw it. I saw because he just showed me his dick. He's like, "Yo, check this out," and it was just this dick and a girl eyeing you sucking his dick, and I was like, this feels kind of, you know, like this girl's in my fucking math class, dude. Like, we're not even friends. Like, I didn't know him like that, honestly. He was just showing everyone getting his dick sucked. And I was like, all right, man, I'm all set. And so I didn't see,
to build community.
I didn't see the Scarecrow video, but I heard about it the next day where it was like, yo, you see he was getting scared. I was like, what? And then I felt bad I didn't even stick around to see that one.
Yeah.
Because that's pretty fucking, that's honestly pretty fucking cool.
That's why you gotta stick it. You gotta stick through like the early episodes.
Yeah, it gets good.
Yeah.
Ep 5, it really picks up.
Okay.
I've always known I was a loser, but all this is making me realize like what a no pussy getting motherfucker I was for just pretty much all my life
Of
until
course.
like the late 20s. I remember one time I was on like the bus in middle school. We were coming from Hershey Park on a band recital.
Yeah.
I had the fucking French. I had a French horn, and my friend from the back was like, "Hey, Eldest, throw me back you know, that little French horn lube or whatever."
Oh, no.
I was like, what? Why does he need that? He plays drums. I was like, why? What do you need? He was like, just throw it back here. Throw it back. I was like, all right, whatever he wants. I tossed it back to him, and he must have got his dick tugged with using that as lube. Like the fucking French horn.
Getting jerked off with French horn lube. You're like, what the heck? But my instrument might rust. What do you need it for?
I know. I don't know if I even realized it at that moment. He gave it back. I was like, what did he do with this? But yeah, I was a long way off from pussy.
I don't understand why he needed the like. Why couldn't he just do a dry jack?
Well, she was getting. He was getting. It's in high school. You said
This is middle school.
Oh my god, middle school, dude. Yeah, dude. These are like, you know, you want to get that situation as lubed as possible.
Sure.
These are children. They don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I'll speak euphemistically here. You want as much glide as possible. I would think.
If it's on the bus, you got to think like, you know, at least one or two of his friends knew what was up
Oh,
too. So that's
yeah.
a fun little parlor trick too. Like,
yeah.
She's jerking me off with this fucking with this retard's French horn lube.
Yeah, with that big homunculus, that big awkward white motherfucker who gets no pussy and reads all the time, who's always sitting under a fucking tree reading fucking literature like a no pussy getting motherfucker that he is.
Yeah.
Goddamn, dude. Ah, those were good times. Those were good times being like, wow, I'm never gonna fuck. When it felt like 1,000 light years away. When you felt like I felt like a fucking like orangutan looking at men on the moon. I was like, man, I'm 2 evolutionary steps and thousands of years of science away from getting pussy.
Never gonna learn how to
And
use
these guys are
foil
just
well enough.
on low gravity, fucking getting their dick sucked.
I mean, I never stopped feeling that way in high school when I wasn't getting pussy in high school.
Yeah. Well, it only intensified.
I was like, what? They're doing it now. Like I felt that. All
Yeah,
the
but
way,
at least in high school.
hearing that in like model Congress.
Yeah.
I remember I was in model Congress, and I found out Kevin Shanahan got his dick sucked.
Oh my god.
And I was like,
K-Shan.
Yeah,
when
name check.
is it my turn?
Sorry, dude.
When is it my turn?
Yeah.
I'm a nice guy.
Yeah,
The
these
son of
girls.
Mike Shanahan would have to.
Yeah.
Obviously. You gotta get his first.
Dude, at least though in high school, I was like, I could wrap my head around it. Mm-hmm. I was at least failing at getting pussy.
Yeah.
I was at least going to parties, making out with bitches, you know, getting too drunk, throwing up.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I was like
Yeah.
getting alcohol poisoning and like, you know, I would get drunk. I would get too drunk constantly.
How old were you when you fucked for the first time?
21.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was...
Yeah.
Yeah, we fucked
Yeah.
each other. I fucked Brandon. I took a time machine and fucked Brandon in the ass. When I turned 21, I went 3 years into the future and fucked Brandon's ass.
Yeah. When I was 16, I had a time machine. Fucked Stav in the ass at 16 years old.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, it was,
yeah, that's not on you.
but at least in high school,
Yeah.
I was like giving it the old college try. You know?
Sure.
Yeah.
I got my cock rubbed a couple times. I sucked a
Nice.
couple titties, but
Ooh.
ultimately, you know,
Okay.
never figured it all the way out.
The attempts were insane.
But you know, and we were
Yeah.
constantly trying. That's the funny part.
Yeah.
All I was trying to do was get pussy, and never. I just couldn't do it. I just was a fucking loser and a coward, and I just couldn't. And there were so many times where if I just like, I probably could have just been like, "Can I get some pussy?" And if I had asked, I bet you it would have worked like a couple times.
Yeah.
But I just was a coward and didn't believe in myself and all this stuff. Also had way more body issues when I was younger, and that's the funny thing. I was just like, yeah. And then I look at my fucking picture from high school. I was like, I was like a little chubby. I wasn't even fat as shit.
Yeah.
Like now, it's crazy. I probably weigh 100 more pounds, 120 more pounds than I did in fucking high school. It was insane.
Before I had actually gotten pussy, the few times I got close, I let my friends like peer pressure me out of the pussy.
Wow.
I'm trying to talk up some town skeezer.
Of course, of course.
And they're making fun of me for taking a skeezer to Applebee's.
No, dude, you're a gentleman.
I'm just being
I was
nice.
trying to get some fucking
Trying
box.
to get some of this wop.
Yeah.
To get a chicken tender at the Applebee's.
I
But
don't wanna
once the
suck it.
homies got in there, I was like, oh, I guess I won't.
Yeah.
Which is a fucking mistake.
Wow, that
I
sucks,
just got
dude.
topped.
That's crazy because our whole crew was nothing but losers trying to get each other pussy and never really succeeding. We don't like. We would go to parties. We'd all strike out, and we just go to the diner and be like, "What's gonna happen?" Like me, Eldest, our other friend. We won't say his name. That was like we had a trio where we didn't even go to the same high school because Eldest was in the county, but we would go to parties together, and we would just like the big events, and it would just be like. Slip through our fingers again, boys. It would be like, and also that's the other thing is like in high school, you're also just getting access to drugs and booze and shit for the first time, and it's like you don't have to try to get fucked up. That happens natural. You have to try hard to get pussy. So I was getting way too drunk. That's the other thing. Trying to get pussy when you're like, what's up? You know what I mean? And throwing up all over the place.
Off the jungle
it's
juices.
tough
Yeah,
because also you're nervous. So you're nailing the jungle juices. So you're crushing the Malibu, the Malibu and orange
the most
juice.
weakest, the 99 bananas.
99 bananas. Having the fucking most gay guy on his anniversary drinks possible.
Yeah.
just fucking. Hey, do you guys have a fucking daiquiri machine in your parents' basement? But
Could I be honest? I don't even remember trying to get pussy in that era. I just think it was like not even on the table in my mind or something.
maybe it was just me and I don't. Maybe it was just me and our boy.
Yeah.
But I remember a couple. We would go to a couple parties. Yeah, maybe you weren't coming to those parties.
I don't think
That's right, because you had your own.
It was really like
you had
high
your
school.
own little. You're right. I mean, we didn't fuck till in the beginning of college either.
No,
So maybe I'm just lumping
maybe some
in
college era.
Maybe
parties.
I'm lumping in like college, first 2 years of college with my
Probably.
high school memories. But I went to some parties in the city that was just like, I'll never fuck.
Oh,
I was like, this will never happen.
The year after high school is just high school.
Yeah.
It's just high school.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
I lost my virginity when I was 17. I was trying.
Yeah,
when I was
yeah.
16.
Of course.
15, I was still very into being alone in my basement.
Yeah.
But 16, I was like, it's time to. I gotta get out of here.
I asked a girl out once in 10th grade, got rejected, and I was like, I'm never doing that again. I'm never gonna, okay, all right, yeah, okay,
Oh, yeah?
Nope.
Fucking bitch.
I'm never gonna try again. Oh no.
She's a fucking whore. Telling your friends what a bitch she is.
Wowzers.
And so then I didn't even
Had the
try.
tune
for the
What was
track.
your
try.
plan?
crazy.
What was your plan
What's that?
for the date?
At that time you would just be like, oh, do you want to go out?
Oh, nice.
And then it was just like you were boyfriend and girlfriend.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I remember I took a girl. This is a really fucked up, like doomed attempt. There was one girl I kept trying to fuck over and over again, and we like hooked up a couple times, but she never gave me any pussy. And we were gonna. She was like, "All right, we're dating officially now," and I'm like, "Sick." It was awesome.
Yeah.
About to get some pussy.
Yeah.
And literally, like, the next day she called me. She was like, I was at a party and I accidentally got fingered. It's like, I've never even fingered you. What are you talking about? What do you mean accidentally? And then I went to a party with our friend. She tried to fuck my best friend. Not only did she not fuck me, she was like a sociopath. And then, anyway, so I was like, all right, I'm going to give it one last try and fuck this girl. Because she did have some pretty nice titties.
Sure.
And I had won some kind of raffle. I had won tickets to, you remember that ping pong movie, Balls of Fury?
Yeah, Dan Fogler.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember who the fuck was in it.
Balls of Fury.
But I remember
Yes.
going to Chili's and then Balls of Fury
Yes.
and having one of the worst, it was Dan Fogler. Good. Who the fuck is Dan? How do you know who Dan Fogler is?
I don't know. That's like.
Oh,
that's-
Maggie Q was in it? She's a piece of ass.
Yeah, Christopher Walken.
Yeah, Walken, of course. Damn, Dan Fogler looks raw. Yeah, dude, this movie was atrocious. Like, crazy bad.
That's
And
Christopher Walken with the ponytail on the cover?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Oh, baby.
it's Christopher Walken playing Chinese, right?
Well, I think he was he was adopted by the Orient.
Oh yes.
I don't think he's not in yellow face or
Is that
anything.
George
like that.
Lopez in the back?
I believe it is George Lopez, and I believe
yeah.
that's Terry Crews. Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, this is actually a pretty hilariously good cast.
Oh, Thomas Lennon.
Dude, everyone but the main guy is pretty well known and has a good career. Go see what else he did, Eldis. What's his fucking name? Dan Fogler.
I think he was in Good Luck Chuck.
Was he good luck? You know a lot
Yeah,
about
why
Dan
don't
Fogler.
I know?
Two off rip.
Damn, dude. He had a big 07. He was in this and Good Luck Chuck. He had his own movie. That's kind of crazy. That was a widely released movie. How the fuck did that guy do that? Good for him.
They're trying to get him off.
Anyway, yeah, they really were.
Somebody. He has some good raps, man.
People also search for Ezra Miller for some reason. How is he connected to fucking... Shout out to Ezra Miller being just insane. Like being fucking out of their mind and
Yeah.
just fucking people up, kind of raping. Like just like... And being like, I'm being they, them, but then also just assaulting women, which is like an interesting move. I don't want to tell anyone who to fuck, but I just heard I heard he was like assaulting people. I was like, oh, he's probably assaulting little gay guys or something, but no, assaulting women. And they still let the Flash get off.
Yeah.
They're
well,
like-
they let it get off, but they were like, look, the old Batman's in it.
Yeah.
Like they didn't really focus on
That's true.
the titular character.
I bet you they were hoping that would be more of a fucking little extra treat, but they had to be like, nah, he's in the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
And honestly, when I saw when I saw Keaton in the commercial, my dick did get a little hard, but I didn't end up seeing.
we love Michael Keaton.
He's the man, former stand-up comic.
That's true.
Anyway, all right, we talked enough about getting pussy and whatnot. Not actually, this is a kind of a love letter to not getting pussy.
Sure.
Yeah.
This is a love letter to not getting
Yeah.
pussy in high school and college.
Yeah.
So,
No, a lot of
80% of our audience,
Yeah.
we're here for you, pal.
I feel like that is most of the people listening can relate.
Are currently not getting pussy in high
Yeah.
school and college. And here's the thing, for a little advice, since we're going to transition to the advice segment anyway, don't be so in your head. If I have any advice to go back to, I go back to fat little me, I'm just like, give it a try.
Yeah.
Just try it.
Hey,
It
sure.
here's the other
Yeah.
thing. That doesn't actually get easier. The rest of your life gets better, but it's never,
Yeah.
there will never be a time where the first time you try and fuck is easy. It will always be difficult, and the quicker you get that out of the way, the quicker you can get to actually fucking, and it doesn't even matter.
Yeah,
anymore.
if you're not fucking right now in high school or college, just become a professional comedian.
Don't do that. No. Just try and fuck. Don't be a coward like us, like all of us, except Jamel. Jamel was
Hey.
getting pussy at the Applebee's parking
Well,
lot.
let me say this.
Yeah.
I did lose my virginity when I was 17. I had a couple
Yeah.
nice little
Couple pumps.
interactions.
Yeah.
And then I went on like a 3-year drought, bro, which is like even more just like.
That's true, but honestly,
how is this? What happened next?
you don't know the psyche of a man that hasn't fucked until very late in life.
True.
We were crumbling. At 20 years old, I was like, should I kill myself? I was like, it's like, I couldn't even be like, well, I'm not, there wasn't even like I'm bad at talking to people. I was like, my gift is speaking. I'm pretty charismatic in general, but I can't get pussy.
Yeah.
Maybe I should end it all.
I remember
the footprints left.
Like if I had just gotten a little,
out there.
Dude,
we were
no
in my.
footprints.
You and I were like in my Jetta, driving cross country.
That's right. We drove to
weeping about
I don't know that
not
we were
getting
weeping.
pussy.
We were opening up to each other, but I don't know that we were openly crying.
We were about to drive the car off road.
We were holding hands. I was like, Brandon, we both had guns pointed to each other. We were like, I'll do it if you do it, Brandon. 3, 2, and then a deer came across the car. We were like, and it was a white stag. And it looked directly into us.
Brought my boys back.
And we were like, we can't do this.
Yeah.
We can't. We got some Kleenex. We cleaned up our eyes. Yeah. And then we went and we slept in our Airbnb in Memphis where I only got one bed and Brandon couldn't believe it. Remember that?
Oh.
You remember? I was like, yeah, we'll just sleep on the same bed. We're broke.
Yeah.
Brandon was beside himself. It was funny because that was the first time you were like out of your house.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny to be like, and he had like all these facial
this is
serums
what it's like
and
out
shit.
The house, man.
I didn't have serums yet.
You had a weird amount of stuff where I was like,
I didn't have like,
and I just didn't have my toothbrush. I didn't bring anything. Remember?
Yeah.
You were like, you were astounded that I was like, you were like, where's your toothbrush? I was like, oh yeah, I guess I forgot it. And then I was like, why does Brandon have shampoo with him? I didn't know Brandon was gay. Traveling with shampoo at like 18 years old as a man. Anyway, that was a fun ass trip though.
Yeah, that was nice.
That was great times.
I thought you guys did pull a homeward bound.
We did, man. It was awesome. All right, why don't we fucking transition, Eldest? Why don't we play some? The people need some fucking advice. Why don't we play some numbers for them?
What's up, Stavvy? I got a quick family question. My grandma and my grandpa both still alive, pretty old.
Mm-hmm.
My grandpa is to the point where he can take care of himself for the most part, but we'll need some assistance. And my grandma hates this dude. She's just really tired of him. Apparently, wants to send him to a really bad nursing home, a pretty shitty one out here. And we, the whole family, loves him and cares deeply about him. And we're trying to convince her to not do that and let her stay with a member of the family that's willing to take him in. Or whatnot, but apparently she's being pretty vindictive
Wait, what?
about maybe some things that happened in their relationship in the past. I don't really know. I'm, the grandson, so I'm, barely been around, but it's pretty crazy. Just wanted to get your advice on like what I should say. As far as I know, like I'm my grandma's like favorite grandchild, and I feel like I should say something, but not really sure what to say because I don't know how to, approach it with her. So. Just love your advice, man. Appreciate it.
Interesting. So, I'm sorry. People are willing to take him in, but the grandma's like, no, nursing home. I don't get that. If someone's willing to take him in, what does she have? She can veto that?
I don't know. I'm kind of assuming like it hasn't even gotten to that point yet where someone's offered up to take him, but it seems like she's.
Well, he says we're trying to convince her not to do that. Let her stay with. Remember that there's family that's willing to take him in,
right?
But she's being pretty vindictive about it. So if there's family willing to take him in, fuck this old bitch and just take in your grandma. It would be funny if he was like a fucking just criminal. His grandfather is like a child molester, and his grandma's like, "You'll pay for your crimes," and they're like, "No, he needs blankets. He's a nice guy."
I know. Is this like payback for getting side pussy? In the
Yeah,
past?
yeah.
Or is it like something a little more sinister than that?
If it's payback for getting side pussy, I think what you do is you put him in the nursing home, but you put pictures of all the bitches he fucked on the side.
Yeah.
So he looks at them. He looks at
That
those
will
like
get him
pinup,
through,
those
yeah.
black and white
That
pinups,
will get him
and he
through.
just smiles, thinking about having a nice fucking malt and eating pussy afterwards.
Egg cream, maybe.
Yeah, having an egg cream. Yeah, pouring some egg cream on some conical titties that have been in one of those triangle bras. Your clam tastes divine, sweetheart. I'm lapping it up. Lapping it up with washing it down with some cocaine, Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
when they still had fucking coca leaves in there. Okay, so you're the favorite. That's a good position to have here. I feel like favorite grandchild has a lot of sway. I remember I don't know if it'll work, but I had to convince my grandmother to agree so my cousin's getting married in Greece, and my grandma's 91, barely holding on. Like she can still speak and shit. Like when like you'll see her, she'll like say hi. She knows who you are. She'll speak to you. Eldest specifically, because she's known Eldest his whole life basically, and she has that short-term memory loss, but she's not that bad. Like she's not fully senile or
Still
anything
with
like
us?
that. She just has like bad short-term memory, but she can't move at all. Whatever. So she's going to Greece for this wedding, and she was trying to stay. She was like, "I'm not coming back. I'm going to
right.
die in Greece."
Yeah, I remember.
And I had to convince her to promise to come back to America. They called me and they're like, "Should he listen to you?" And I'd be like, "Come on, Grandma. Like, you can't be doing this shit. It's like, we need you back here." All the, whatever. I put the, I bought her some extra, I was like, "I'll get you the nice seat if you come back." You know what I mean?
Yes.
So you can, as a grandchild, as a favorite grandchild, you can definitely pull some moves. But what are you gonna say here? Oh, and here's the other thing. If you do want to make this move, you gotta do a little research here. You gotta be like the detective and talk to your parents. Talk to your drunk uncle. He'll actually tell you what the fuck's going on. Mm-hmm. But get your sources down. Mm-hmm. Figure out what's happening here, and then make a.
This family definitely has a drunk uncle.
100%, 100%, and just figure out what's going on, and then make your decision about how you want to move on this. But that's tough. A vindictive ass old lady, that's a tough cookie right there.
I want to know what happened when the least favorite grandchild tried to say
Yeah.
something. Just got a book thrown at him.
Yeah, the mixed one. Just like, I remember you're a monument to my failed parenting. The grandma's just like a fucking racist. Is what it comes down to. I should have never let her listen to the blues. Where are you guys in the grandparents' power ranking? Are you like a favorite sibling? Do you have a grandparent that really loves you?
I mean, I was up there in the days when I had them.
Oh, okay.
I got a granddad left.
Granddad left.
And I'm on the board.
You're on the board.
I've moved around on my granddad's board
okay.
over the years, but things are good now.
Did you have a favorite one that like went? Like who was your favorite?
Oh, I mean,
grandparent?
my grandma.
On your mom's side?
On my mom's side.
Yeah.
No, A1.
Of course.
The best. I mean, dude, she got
Mom,
my first job.
Double mom. That's a double.
One grandma left.
Okay.
No, the rest are gone.
They've all kicked the bucket.
I was they not natural causes.
Oh, they all in a shootout.
Yeah, group. Damn, they were all in a suicide cult together. They made the three of them made a suicide pact.
Man, they was in
one married couple and then just their
Heaven's
in-law, one of their in-laws.
I know. Yeah, it's crazy.
Interesting.
I was ranking pretty high with the grandma that passed. The grandma that is still with us. I don't know if I rank.
Which one is this? White
Mom's
Filipino? Filipino
side.
grandma.
Yeah.
Doesn't fuck with you because Easter Sunday bombed.
Yeah,
she was like, Brandon ruined Jokoy's career. Brandon is box office poison for Jokoy, our national hero. She hates you. She hates who else was in that movie? All I know is Haddish. But anyway, Do you ever get to go? Like, are they there? Or your grandparents?
No, she's in Arizona.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Good place to be a grandparent.
Yeah.
That's a
Dry.
classic.
One of the
old
best.
old
Yeah.
person place.
It's in the top 3.
Somewhere in there.
Eldest, you only really had your like. Did you know your grandparents on your mom's side?
Yeah, I knew them. I met them. I guess I really only met them once. Talked on the phone occasionally.
Yeah.
But weren't that close to them. But there was definitely a lot of love there. Just
Yeah.
never really knew them that much. They died when I was pretty youngish. And with my grandma, it's like, I don't know.
Oh man, yeah. She was the best, man. Shout out to Nena.
She was out there. R.I.P.
May she get, what did we say? She was getting plugged up in heaven.
Yeah. I think you said something about some Albanian warriors fucking her in heaven or something.
Yeah, we'll have to check the episode right after she died. Like 2 days after she died.
We'll have to check those tapes. R.I.P.
May she rest in peace. She was the best. Honestly, I loved her. She was awesome. But yeah, she was just always there.
Yeah, she was just always there. And there wasn't really favorites between me and my sister.
Yeah.
She was just,
Yeah.
I mean, she raised us or whatever.
She really
much. She watched us when my parents were working. So, I don't know. She was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, my grandparents in Greece, it's like my dad's parents, like Stavros Halkias, my boy.
Hey.
But I kind of fucked with him. He was weird. But my dad's mom was just not that chill. She was okay, but she was just kind of mean and old and just kind of sad. Her life kind of sucked. So, I mean, I've told the story on my special, but they were in an arranged marriage that she didn't get to pick. Like, she thought he was originally going to marry her sister, and her sister said no. So her dad made her. Her dad was too embarrassed and was like, "All right, you can marry my other daughter."
Get off the bench.
Yeah. And so she was just kind of had to marry this guy, and he was, anyway. So they had a really fucked up thing, and then those vibes kind of transferred into my father. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could really tell that's where he came
Osmosis.
from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then my mom's mom is the one who she was like Eldest's mom, Eldest's grandma, where she just kind of lived in our house like Eldest's grandma the whole time. My grandma would come for the winters because her village was like up in the fucking mountains and shit.
Is she still with us?
She's still with us. She's the one that wants to die in Greece.
Oh hell yeah.
She's the one. She's the only one.
Yeah,
she's the only one
yes.
still kicking.
Yeah.
But
I just thought about how funny it would be if you found out your grandma died, but it was fentanyl.
Yeah. It would be awesome.
Granny was with
I honestly
Lil
wish she would
Durk.
just do some fucking drugs and
Wait,
have a
what were
good
you saying?
time.
The porno tape. Did I ever tell you about this porno tape? My dad's dad
No.
was responsible for the first porno tape I ever had and saw.
You did tell me
Oh
about this.
my god,
This
that's
porno
awesome.
tape went through generations of my family.
how
It
old
seems-
is this thing?
Okay, so this was the early 90s.
Okay.
We had a place and we were renting it out to my granddad.
Oh, nice.
And when he moved out, we were helping him move.
Oh, hell yeah,
And
dude.
I'm just in the closet. It's like,
How
doing
old's your
whatever.
grandpa at the time?
At this time, I mean, he must have been in his he must have been in his early 50s.
Okay.
I was like a little kid, dude.
So you're
This was
really little. Okay.
Yeah, this
okay.
was like first grade, second grade.
Gotcha.
I'm little as shit, and I pick up this huge box because porno tapes used to come in a big ass box, and I'm just like, whoa! I didn't even really have time to really process what I saw.
Oh, but on the box, there's
It's
pussy and
hardcore.
tits and
Yeah,
shit.
it's because porno boxes back in the day used to
And what era did
it'd be like memes for the porno. This was this was probably late 80s, early 90s.
Oh,
this was
okay,
like straight
respect. Okay,
1990
some vintage
VHS
stuff.
porno.
Awesome.
My dad sees me grab the box.
I was kind of hoping it was from the 60s.
Nah, that would have been hard.
that would
It's
have been
on
awesome.
film, two rolls of film. That I'm
A stag party.
I'm looking at in the sun. Yeah.
You fed them into that little viewfinder thing.
Yeah, I got the
that babies would have.
Yeah, I fucking I got an aftermarket. I got some afterburners on my viewfinder. My shit got NOS in it. Okay, so my dad
Yeah.
sees me with the tape. He takes the tape.
Of
He's like, "Hey,
course.
this isn't for you, son."
Yeah.
And I'm thinking that this is over.
Wait, what was the tape?
The tape
porno.
was.
No, I know it was porno. But
Because
what was
years
the
years
title?
later, I discovered I don't. It wasn't. It was just one. It was a black one, but it wasn't booty talk. All I can really say is it
But it
wasn't
was-
booty talk.
but it was
But it was like a
all
booty
black.
talk like knockoff, like
Yes.
Ants to A Bug's Life.
Love that.
You know
Okay,
what I'm saying?
respect.
It was like one
That's
of them.
awesome.
It was in the vein of a booty talk, which is
Love
the
that.
classic black. Like this is like the Godfather of black pornos.
Yeah, great name.
Yeah, and so maybe 10, like 8 years passed.
Yes.
And I'm in.
You're playing, what, 15, 14?
I'm like, I think
16?
it was a little earlier because I was
Okay.
looking for. I
Oh,
think
so
I was
you were
looking.
really little when you found it.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm looking for a
you're 4
Dreamcast
or something.
Yeah, I'm like
And now
5
you're
or
12.
6. I'm like 12, 13.
Okay.
I'm looking for a Dreamcast. It's Christmas time.
Okay.
I've been asking.
Yeah. Oh, so you're looking for the.
I'm seeing.
You're
where
trying
I'm,
to see the
I'm trying
gifts.
to scope out some gifts.
Yeah.
I find the porno tape. My dad has had this porno
He's
tape
held on to it.
for years. He's held on to this porno
That's
tape.
awesome.
And
We've
then-
made it now. It's, by the way, we're in DVD territory.
Yeah, we're starting to get into
But your
DVD
dad
time.
still has the VHS.
Still has the VHS.
Respect.
It's like 99, 2000.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, shit, let me.
Yeah, of course.
I see what's good.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking I'm being like a forensic, like scientist. I'm rewinding the tape back to
Right.
the exact
Right,
frame
right,
where the
right,
dick is
right,
like
right.
right at
Yeah,
the spot.
Yeah.
And this goes on for months. I'm using the tape. I'm putting it back. I'm using the tape. I put it back.
Now, was it ever different when you picked it up? Did you ever recognize?
You know what, dude? I would be in such a frenzy.
Yeah, I remember
You know what
those
I'm
days.
saying?
Of course.
It's like
you
I'm
probably have
running
like
home from
you
school.
probably have like an 8-minute window to jack off to it.
I'm running full speed into the house. Running. Trying to bust this nut before Dragon Ball Z start. So it's like there's no time to think about what was happening in the past.
Of course.
So and this goes on for a while, and then like one day it was just gone. And I'm waiting to get this like talking to, and it never happens.
Wow.
Now a couple more years pass.
No.
Now it's like 10th grade.
Okay.
And I'm just like, I'm in the kitchen, like looking for candles.
Yeah.
I'm on some emo shit. I'm trying to light some candles.
Candles.
I'm trying to light every candle in the house. My parents was going, cause I was just like,
You're
fucking
sad
nigga.
or trying
Yeah,
to-
so I'd like watch The Crow. I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what the reason was.
Hey, respect, man.
But, yeah, you
you're
know what I'm
looking for
saying?
some candles.
I'm just looking for
you were
candles.
going through it, man. You were 15, 16.
Yeah, exactly.
You're doing weird shit sometimes.
Thinking about how I haven't got no drawers yet.
Yeah,
I've been
trying
jerking
to do
off
a
to this
seance.
tape.
trying to fucking reanimate some
I'm
pussy.
trying to conjure a bitch from booty talk into my living room with these candles.
You're fucking chanting.
Then Janet Jackman comes out there.
Eyes rolling in the back of your head.
Long story short, this goes
Yeah.
on for like 3 more hiding places.
Wow.
And
Every couple years?
Every couple years, but I stopped looking after a while
Of course.
and then eventually move out. But we've never talked about
You
it.
got to bring it up.
This clip. I'm sure this clip will make it to his job. Somebody at his job probably watch your ass and it'll come up and we can talk about it then.
You got to
Love you,
bring it
Dad.
up. That's good stuff. Yeah, we talked about it on the episode with my brothers, but we found my dad's pornos a couple times.
Nice.
Good stuff. Fast Times at Ridgely High, I believe, or Loose Times at Ridgely High.
Oh, okay.
There's a Fast Times at Ridgemont High spinoff that me and my brothers jacked off to so much. All right, Eldest. Well, that's I hope we answered that whatever the fuck question that was. We went on a nice little tangent there. Yeah. Good luck, pal. Hope your fucking grandfather doesn't die or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Next.
Yo, Stav. Quick question. So I've been with my company for roughly the past 5 years.
Doesn't sound like it's
And to get this job, I've worked in warehouses my entire life, just absolute shit manual labor jobs. One day decided that I was just sick of it, and
I knew I was somewhat intelligent, but I just never went to school and just never got a better job. So I completely fabricated my college diploma, fabricated my entire resume, all of my job history, everything. All of my references were, friends' phone numbers, and ended up landing an amazing job with a great company that I've somehow kind of just learned on the go.
That's awesome.
And it's great. Make more money than I've ever made in my entire life. But I've got this deep-rooted fear that I'm going to be found out, and that it's all going to come crashing down. I'm totally capable of doing the job. I perform just as well, if not better, than my coworkers who have gotten degrees. And but I've just got like this anxious, panic that I'm going to get caught. So I just need some advice, man. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, what's going on is you're living a lie. And you're worried it will catch up to you.
Sure.
But he's doing so successfully.
Yeah. No, I know.
And he was like, "Oh, so I just need some advice. Just don't tell anybody."
Yeah, the first mistake you made was calling one of the most successful podcasts in America.
Yeah, let's make this the breakout clip and let's share his phone number, Eldis. Okay, so yes, don't tell anyone for sure. But at the same time, I understand his fear, right? Here's my advice. Slowly get a degree online. Just like take a couple classes. You've lied about everything, but if you have it, what they can get you on more than the references probably is the degree. Because I feel like it sucks and it makes no fucking sense because you're doing the job. There should be no other thing. But even if they don't fire you, they will try and pay you less. I promise. Right? Like these fucking cocksucking companies, that's just how they work, right?
Yeah.
That would be my advice, is either continue living the lie, which is great. I don't know what industry you're in, but like I lied about having a college degree when I was a paralegal. And I just was like, I don't give a fuck. If they catch me, great. I'll fucking get fired. I don't give a fuck. I don't want this fucking stupid job. I want to do comedy. But I did the same thing. I just lied about having a degree. But I was out in a year. I got fired pretty quick. Sure. You have a great job. You like what you're doing. I honestly would, just to cover my bases, get a fucking online degree. That's what I would do if I like this job and I like where I'm at. Get an online degree, and then, who knows, maybe do a little continuing education. Turn your weakness into a strength. Yeah. Get a little certificate in something. You know what I mean? Like, or if, I don't know what kind of job this is, maybe get a certificate right now. Just show that you're into, like, something that's attainable quickly. But that's really all that your two options are. Don't tell anyone and keep going.
Classic.
Yeah.
But then, but also live with, because it's not getting caught that is the problem for him. It's the constant fear of getting caught. If he got caught, he could deal with it. But I know this. He sounds like an anxious guy. This seems like the telltale heart for this fucking guy. It's like his no diploma is fucking beating under the floorboard right now. So I would say just fucking get a little online degree, bro. Fuck it. Even start with community. Get a fucking associate's on the weekends or whatever the fuck, and then like
I think that requires a certain amount of work that just seems. He got the job.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm just saying,
like,
if you want to stop worrying, this is your only way to stop worrying.
Well, you could also get dirt on your coworkers.
True, that's a good point. Yeah. Hire a private investigator on your boss.
Start motherfuckers up, because it'll probably cost you the same.
It'll
probably be degree and the PI is going to cost you
and it's way less work. Hire a high-end prostitute to seduce your boss, and then have video of it, and then threaten to show his wife.
Pics ain't enough. Pics ain't enough.
You need video. You need to hear his voice. You need to hear him moan.
That's what
getting pegged and sounding like Hank Hill. Get it up,
yeah, that's a great point, Jamel. You should get dirt on your coworkers,
big time.
You know what I mean?
That's worth more than a degree.
Easily.
Yeah.
Have somebody saying slur. Have a voice recording of someone saying slurs.
Yeah.
Have somebody fucking, somebody that's not their wife.
I mean, you can't deep fake it because if you deep fake it, you'll still have the same anxiety.
Yeah.
No, you got to really go through it doing it. You can't deep fake them.
Absolutely. You said it, brother. You cannot deep fake it. You need to hire a true sex worker.
He calls back. Yeah, so I deep fake my boss.
Oh, dude, you're never gonna learn. If you're deep faking everything. Yeah, blackmail, a good old fashioned blackmail. That's the way to go.
It still works.
You're right. I take it back. School, fuck school.
Stav's trying to better a nigga's life. We said, nah, do blackmail.
Yeah. But like Brandon, for example, like I know it sounds annoying and everything, but I don't need a degree because I fucking do comedy, right? But if somebody told me where I am right now could be jeopardized
without a
if
degree.
I didn't get a degree, I would just finish my degree.
Really?
Like I would just be like, I like where I'm at. This is good. If you told me if I don't get a degree, I'll have to like start at the bottom, somehow you'd have the equivalent of like being a feature again or something like that.
Go back to rerun?
Yeah, go back to rerun. Have to do fucking close out open mics for $75 a fucking 15-minute spot. No thanks. I would get a degree even though it is annoying. So
I feel like the certificates is the happy compromise. I feel like those are easier to get than degrees, and those like matter more as you get older than like, degrees do. And those kind of like the more of those you stack up, well, it's good for your career no matter what. And it's like, the degree gets just like buried more and more, and no one gives
that's
a
good
fuck
point.
with each one. So do something that'll like help you long term in the career anyway.
No,
just
that's
like rack up those like certificates.
I like that because what we're talking about here, if he gets caught, the most fireable offense is lying to this place, right? Yeah. It's not how his work is. So you're right, especially the field. If this guy works in some kind of tech field, which we can't tell what he's saying, but like, yeah, that's a great point. Because what you should be thinking about is if it comes crashing down, can you be set up for the next job? And if you have a couple certificates plus actual references from coworkers and the actual like, hey, I did this job, and you're upfront about it, you're like, look, I thought I could do it.
They'll let you make microchips again.
Yeah. That's a good one, Eldest. Yeah, hit the certificates pretty hard. Or whatever. I don't fucking give a fuck. It's, we had some Peruvian chicken. Yeah. I really want to drink some soda and watch a movie. So I don't know if the next 20 minutes of my advice are gonna be that good. Everything in my body's like, smoke a little bit of weed, have a little soda, and watch the first 40 minutes or so of I really want to watch Universal Soldier with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, we'll fire that up.
That's a good one.
We'll fire that up right after this. So anyway, so if you guys catch me not really caring at the end of these questions, that's what's going on in my head. This is a place of honesty first and foremost.
You need to know this. The listeners need to know. The callers need to know.
Hit us with another one, Elder. We've done 2 calls. We're really enjoying ourselves.
LD in the squad. I got this little predicament, this question that I wanted to get your input on. So I met this chick on Hinge, like super fucking hot. We dated for like 4 months. She's Colombian, like straight up Colombian as fuck. Super hot, makes a bunch of money. Like, she fucking crazy, man. Awesome. Like, there was no chance that I was going to be able to keep that relationship going. But like,
oh wow, believe in yourself.
Obviously, the sex was amazing. When I met her, she had like been taking these BDSM classes.
Classes?
And like, she's bi, but she's not like poly. She's like clearly like a controlling Latina chick who just like wants her man type of thing. But early on there was like talk of like, oh, we could do a threesome, something like that, whatever. So she's in these BDSM classes. At the end of the classes, when they finish, they host like a fucking orgy. It's like a play party.
What
it's
kind
like
of classes?
That's their graduation class.
She has to.
Is that James Franco acting class?
Okay, if you want to be good, me, Jonah, Seth, this is everyone from This Is the End. You have to get a train ran on you by the cast of This Is the End at the end of the fucking acting class. Rewind it back a little bit, Eldest. So I'm sorry, I'm trying trying to wrap my head around this class that she's a BDSM class that has like a big showcase orgy at the end of it. Like it's improv level 2.
It's had flappers.
Yeah, rewind it. I want to catch all of this.
Like a play party. It's like an orgy. And she has to, so she gets me like an invite to the orgy. And so it's like another $175 on top of the $2,000 that they already paid for the class, right? So anyway, like we break up, it's over. Of course, there's no way I can deal with this shit. I was trying to hold on to it for so long just so I could like see what's up with this orgy, maybe get a little.
He's trying to go to the orgy.
What the hell would happen?
This guy's awesome.
I couldn't do it. It wasn't going to happen.
Lost his deposit.
So we break up. Somehow my email stays on the email list for the orgy parties. So now in like 2 weeks they're having another orgy, and I'm getting emails to like sign up for $175 to go to this thing. So like. I don't know, man. It sounds pretty cool, but like, I don't know if my ex is gonna be there. I don't know if they'd even let me in. Although I think this chick who runs the thing is like down to take my $175. I don't know, man. What do you think?
Holy fuck! What a dumbass.
Jesus.
This is so awesome, dude. You want to know how horny men are, dude? Listen to this. This is like, hey. By a clerical error, I'm still on an email list. So should I go to an orgy that no one knows me and I'm not technically allowed in? Because someone
that the ex might be.
And then it's very possible a woman that she'll see me and know exactly what happened and the vibes, and she'll just get me kicked out immediately, and I'll lose $200.
Listen, man.
Look, yeah.
Buy a throwback jersey instead, brother. Get a new Mitchell and Ness, man.
Come on, man. Get a Sam Cassell Timberwolves jersey.
That's the same price as a Soldier Game console.
That's true.
That's a Soldier Game.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel, I you know, me and this man are not too dissimilar.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean because of the Soldier Boy console, or
yeah,
would you go to an orgy?
Yeah, you've also.
Yeah. The former.
You're willing. Well, that's true. Okay. Obviously, I think this is one of the stupidest ideas I've ever heard in my life. But I really admire your moxie and your ability to not think even for 1 second about this. Right? You haven't considered any, like, lay out what the best case scenario is. Best case scenario, you get there.
Yeah.
Bunch of hot girls. Everyone's happy to see you. No ex. Right? Best case scenario. I got news for you, pal. People that are taking BDSM classes, you don't understand how much they feasted on your hot ex, right?
Yeah,
that's like when someone was doing open mics with like Richard Pryor, and everyone else is like, "We'll never make it." You know what I mean? Everyone else is like you're thinking it's 9 Colombian women with awesome tits at these classes. It is not. It is some of the most fucked up looking people of all time, if I had to guess. And here's the other thing. Even if it's not, the ratio is not what you think it's going to be. It's not going to be like, you don't go in. There's nothing worse than being a single man at an orgy. Yeah. You can't go to an orgy solo as a fucking guy.
And they all know each other.
Yeah, they all know each other.
And it's like a nude beach. Yeah. Where like the fantasy of a nude beach is like, oh, it's gonna be there.
Yeah.
And then it's uggos.
Yeah. It's like watching real
undesirables.
sex.
Now,
it's very real sex. It's
like
very watching.
Sex.
Yeah. You think you're gonna see porno, and it's
gonna be an old man with a ponytail.
Yeah. Oh my! It's guys with my hair.
Yeah.
There's a ton of guys with my hair, my body, my penis. At these things, you got a lot of fat guys, little ass dicks, bald ponies. At this thing.
I don't know if you needed a new shirt to print up, but my hair, my body, my penis it's close.
My hair, my body, my penis.
It's pretty close to ship, bro. You can ship that.
Now, go ahead.
Did I ever tell you about my other coworker who used to live next door to an orgy house?
No. Hit us with it.
She used to work next door to an orgy. They would just that was just their thing.
Yeah.
It was not that big of a deal.
Sure.
It was never an issue on the block.
So it was like, but when you say live next door to an orgy house, you don't mean like a sex club place of business. You mean
like a
one
house.
of her neighbors would host orgies
out of the house.
Wow.
And they had like a web page for it.
Wow.
Yeah. And then a dude, some random dude, gets the address. And
one of these guys
gets the wrong. He fucks the numbers up by one number.
Oh no!
So he's beating on my coworker's garage,
trying
trying to get into this orgy, like ringing the doorbell all night, and then gets to the point where he's beating on the garage and like really tried to break into her garage. To get into the orgy, which is actually next door.
Respect. Dude, that's diabolically horny.
Nuts.
That's insane. To be like, I need pussy. And trying to lift the garage.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
That's like when you hear about a mom who's like, child is trapped in a car. And shit, like the adrenaline just takes over.
Lifts a Subaru. This guy had fucking,
Yeah, it was a whole thing, dude. Cops had to come and fucking.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Imagine getting arrested with your dick hard. That's tough, dude. He's got a cock ring on. He gets his stuff out of jail. It's like, here are your belongings, sir.
Sir, lay face down on the ground. Well, what if I was just sideways?
Yeah. Tuck your penis, sir. Lay face down. Tuck your penis under your belly.
If I'm sideways, I'm still not resisting. Just let me just be sideways.
Put your penis on the asphalt, sir. Lay your penis on the asphalt. The guy dies because he won't lay on his own cock.
Yeah, it gets popped for sure.
Oh my God. So yeah, dude, that's the worst case scenario is you're that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Worst case scenario is you're the guy that you're too horny for.
Yeah.
You know how fucking horny you have to be too horny for an orgy? You're dangerously close. Now, if by some miracle you have inside information and this is nothing but bad bitches at this orgy, and it is worth a $175 lottery ticket. You're not going to win, right? But it is like playing the lottery here, where it's like if you got $175 to spare, and you seem like an orgy guy, which interesting that you couldn't hang on to this relationship, because I don't know, man. I don't want anything to. I'm a horny guy. I want nothing to do with orgies. It's too much. It's too much. I don't want to be looked at. Yeah. I want to, now, would I like a hot girl to watch me fuck another hot girl? That's cool.
But yeah, that's
but that's not what orgies are. I know better. I know that's not what it is.
Yeah.
I don't want guys with my hair, my body, my penis watching me fuck. Because I'm going to be the one fucking the best with this build. I'm going to get nothing but jealous eyes from other 300 plus balding men at this function, because they're like, how does he fuck so good? I have the same build. I barely fuck like that. I figured it out, boys. Stop fucking hating. Let me bust this nut. Let me get this nut off. Right? That's what I'm going to be feeling.
They're looking at you like,
yeah, arms crossed. Arms crossed. How's he eating pussy like that? Doesn't his shoulder hurt? It does. But I'm powering through because I'm a champion. I know how to finger through, get my arm in between my tit and my stomach. I know exactly the crevice.
Oh, the lay, I see. That's actually a good one.
I know exactly the crevice.
I'm not even hip to that.
It's tough, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do need to roll out my shoulders afterwards, but it's about being a fucking champion. Anyway, if you have it on good authority that everyone's hot here, it's worth giving it a shot, I think. Just because he wants to. He's on the email list. He's not doing anything bad. He's on the email list for an orgy. All the man is doing is replying to an email.
Just shoot him and be asking if they got any standby spots.
I'll take a middle seat.
Yeah. Brandon, I feel like of the three of us, you've been invited to some Eyes Wide Shut shit.
I feel like
never Eyes Wide
Shut.
Go? Like, no, anything beyond a threesome is like threesomes. Stav, you've publicly talked about having threesomes.
I've had a couple
but it's like
threesomes.
You're always. I feel like a lot of it is you're like you're eating pussy really well and then just sort of haphazardly fingering.
You can
That's
never
why,
do both.
You know?
That's why
And-
you need gay girls in the threesome.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you,
Yeah.
gay girls in the threesome, one of the truly the best experience of my life.
Every episode I'm on is very pro lesbian.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's how we
That's
do it
true.
over here. We mean it. We mean it.
Yeah, we really do. You gotta be bi, you know, they, thems, all that shit. Hit me with that.
Come on through.
But yes, if both the girls are straight and they're not sucking each other's tits and sucking each other's pussies,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
that's just too much. But it's still cool.
That's some
'cause
SEC school shit.
at the end of the day,
Yeah.
it is cool to like get double sucked.
No, that
get
one
sucked,
that it feels like
get
if-
sucked,
that
locking
doesn't
eyes with
count.
another woman.
Yeah, that doesn't count if they're not engaging.
It counts. It's just more
Each
work.
other.
It's just
Right.
more of a workload on
Yeah.
you.
It's like a Catholic threesome.
Yeah.
But I could see. I don't know, Brandon. I guess I could see you like getting a kick out of people watching you fuck.
Maybe.
If you really were on one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's true.
If
You
I'm
know?
off like a little bit of
Half a we won't say what it is.
little bit of
little
this
bit of the
and a little-
sniz, little bit of the
you know?
some tablets, which again,
Yeah.
folks, we've taken ads.
Yeah.
Where the hell are the dick pill sponsorships? You're losing money every fucking day. I'm trying to tell you, I don't need the money. Check out Eldis's hat. We got it figured out around here. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help you move product right here. Natural situation
Yeah.
for a nice dick pill sponsorship. But I won't say. And in fact, bleep out where I said a color, Eldis, earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No free, even half
Yeah.
promos.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. It's wartime. Hell
You
no.
gotta pay the fucking pay the cost. It is. We're hitting the
Yeah,
mattresses.
wartime. Yeah, no.
boss.
Yeah, that's right. Eldis is my wartime consigliere, and he will bleep out any mention of a dick pill company by name until we get some money.
Well, yeah, no, that sounds nice.
See?
I mean, I'm
You
a
flipped on it.
performer.
Exactly,
sure.
exactly.
Yeah,
You flipped on it.
yeah,
I want
yeah.
nothing to do with it because I feel because I'm a performer, I don't even get to bust a nut in peace. That's how I
You
see
just
it.
want this?
I can't have nothing.
Yeah.
I can have nothing to myself.
Yeah.
I have to put on a show when I fuck too.
Yeah.
No thanks. I want to just bust my nut animalistically. I don't want to speak either. I don't want to do too much talking. I'll do some if I'm really, you know, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I think we answered this fucking guy's question.
Listen,
we've
man.
you guys are getting your money's worth. We're really taking these questions for a walk. Let's do another one, Eldis. But yeah, anyway, to recap, good luck. Try it out. She sounds awesome. Can you tell your ex-girlfriend I said what's up? I would love to fuck a big-titted Colombian woman.
I've never heard someone talk about a breakup with like zero remorse whatsoever.
Yeah, he knew what he
zero
was doing. He's the man.
sadness.
I love this guy, but he is so horny that he thinks this is a good idea. And the thing is, I don't want to tell a child Santa Claus isn't real. Okay?
Yeah.
This is like
It's not your place.
this is like,
not
you
your
know
place.
what? Stay up all night and try and catch him come down the chimney. He's probably not coming. But hey, this guy might fucking shake hands with Santa Claus at this orgy, as far as I know. You know what I mean? He might, so give it a shot, buddy. We love you and we care about you. Let's do one more, Eldis.
Hey, Stavvy, what's going on, baby? Loving the show.
Thank you, my
Love
friend.
you and all the guests that you've been bringing out.
That's right.
Eldis is one of the better producers that I've seen on all
right.
these different comedy podcasts.
right.
So shout out to you guys. Keep doing your thing.
Thank you, brother.
So I want to ask you about something that I've heard you talk about many times in the past, having kind of a deadbeat immigrant dad. I mean, the immigrant part isn't super relevant, but
No, it matters.
you know, I guess it's more for context because he just he's forever going to be dependent on me for like anything with a computer, anything with internet, any of those kinds of things. And I have a pretty busy life now, and I just kind of don't need that. He's also kind of a rageaholic, so anytime I'm around trying to help him with shit and it's not going exactly how he wants it to go, you know, he's cursing up a storm and losing his fucking mind. So, yeah, it's not something I want to be dealing with all the time.
Yeah, of course not.
I would like to know, you know, in the past, with your dad, if you've had similar situations, if you've been successful in like setting some boundaries, and just kind of how you would approach that situation in general. But like I said, love you guys. Keep doing your thing.
Yeah, I mean, this one for me is, I mean, I did set a boundary, and my dad continuously would just not do it, so then I just don't talk to my father, basically. And that's really you got to be willing to call a dickhead parent's bluff, right? Because if you're just like, hey, man, you can't continue to, and I won't get into the exact specific details, but you can't do this thing. Nobody in the family appreciates it, and they just keep doing it. You have to be like, all right, well, suck my dick. Do your own, and open your own emails or whatever. So that's the hard part, is the realization that you kind of have to set a red line and be like, hey, man, you can't abuse me. I can't come over to your house, try and help you, and you're just fucking yelling at me, and you show no appreciation whatsoever. And look, your dad's never going to be what you want him to be. He's never going to fully figure it out, especially if you got one of these dads. But if he's just being a complete, abusive dickhead to you still, especially when you're trying to do him a favor, that is kind of the thing you have to be prepared to do, which is like kind of put them in timeout. And if they want to have a realization, they want to open up a dialogue, that's on them. But if they don't, you kind of, and maybe you can revisit it as a little time has passed. But that's the ultimate kind of, thing you have to do. You kind of had a different approach. You never got as extreme with your dad.
Yeah, I didn't go that extreme, but this does feel like, a pretty prevalent theme throughout my life. And I would say if you don't want to go as extreme as cutting them out, you have to sort of think of them as think of them like the way you would an infant or something. It's like this human being. You can't expect parently things. Don't wait around for some fatherly wisdom.
No advice,
to be imparted.
no wisdom.
It's not gonna come. You can give it a try, but you probably won't. I mean, from the
sounds
sounds
of
it
will
will
feel bad every time you try.
Yeah,
you won't be like, "What am I doing? Am I wasting my time?"
Kind of give up on thinking of this person as your father or as a parental figure. And if you do that, though, you will be surprised that you will find like a different kind of humanity in them.
Absolutely.
And you can kind of like, in a way, you'll sort of be able to see them as like a human being, but it'll be more like, where you like see humanity in like a parent's like depressing friend or something.
Yeah.
The same way that guy's like probably a pretty bad father, husband, but he is kind of funny and cool.
Oh, totally.
And it sounds like with this guy, that's probably the best he can expect.
Oh yeah, we'd probably love this guy's dad.
And that's fine. And then, the trade-off is that, well, hey, you can help your dad here as much as it doesn't drive you crazy. And if you don't feel like it or something, you can kind of blow him off a little here and there. You don't got to be on call every single time.
Absolutely.
His phone's fucked up or something, or you could be like, "Oh yeah, Dad, I'll do it," and then just don't do shit
just
for
blow
like
him
6
off.
months.
Because the thing is, if he's gonna act the same way, whether you do it or you don't, just don't do it.
Right?
Like just
that's for one thing instead of two. I'm still having fun thinking about what type of apps he was asking to get on.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get his kid won't set up his Raya.
He's on Raya.
He's like, God damn it.
I'm trying to get on this orgy party app.
Well, we have good dads.
I would say my dad is a good dad.
Nice. Yeah, you guys have. I don't know. I mean, I know Brand. I've never met your dad. I've definitely.
Yeah.
I've hung out with the fucking Colonel though.
Yeah, the Colonel's made. My dad has made you an omelet.
I've had a great omelet from the Colonel, dude. Yeah, he's the man. I love your dad.
I love my dad.
Yeah, your dad rocks.
Now my dad's pretty sick, and the day he asked me to sign him up for anything, I just don't know if I.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's gonna be able.
Well,
to
you're
find
like
it.
barely like you're like not super tech literate.
I mean, sure. What the fuck you mean? I know
Not
how to
super
open
logged
it.
on.
What do you? I mean, I'm not.
Your dad's not
logged
that
on.
old though, right?
Yeah.
My dad is not that old.
Yeah.
It took me a couple weeks to get him on Spotify.
Okay. Yeah.
That was the last time I tried.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got the
Yeah.
Spotify done, and I haven't gone back.
Yeah, that's good. That's
I hope he's doing okay.
I think he's doing all right.
Yeah.
That's the other thing too. Like you two have probably never like had to help your parents just do like bullshit paperwork or something.
Yeah, because they don't know the language.
right.
Yeah,
that's part of it too. Like,
these are two very different, very annoying things. Is the emotional relationship with your father is completely different than the like. It wears you down to just have to be like, read a fucking thing to your father. Be like, do you understand this? And he'll say no. And then you have to translate it.
With this.
And it's like, it's basically this, Yeah. That's fucking annoying. It's like, come on, man. What the fuck? But yeah, this guy also might be young. Yeah, but Eldest is a very good first step in just like separating. Like, I gotta be honest, you're not gonna get everything you want out of your dad, and that's all right. And as long as he's not too much of a dickhead, like, it's okay to keep, I think my position is pretty extreme, and it's, everyone's situation is different. But it's okay to just kind of lessen what you're expecting and then just kind of like figure it out. And also, he might just have not been through the like all the thinking about this that we've done, because we're fucking 34 years old. Yeah. We've been thinking about this for probably 20 years at this point, right? Like, this is something that's you haven't, and I've gone to therapy for it, and I've worked through a bunch of shit. So maybe there's a little bit of that too, where you just kind of have to work through your specific relationship with your father and really think about it in ways that, I gotta be honest, suck dick. It's some of the most annoying shit to sit and think about. It's probably some of the stuff that you've really just pushed down the most. So that, I really think that's kind of my advice, is like, get in there, go to a little therapy just to kind of, I think it's very important, and we mentioned this on a past episode, I think it's important to go to therapy with specific goals, right? If you're just kind of going to talk, I don't know how useful that is, but if like, I'm too much of a, people pleaser. We had a person on the last episode who had she kept attracting these same specific kind of weird guy. Whatever your fucked up thing is, like, go to therapy to figure it out. And like,
because if you don't go in with a game plan, it just feels like you're paying like $200 to just gossip about yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like, and then,
yeah.
It's like, and then it feels pathetic. Then you're like, what am I fucking doing?
Yeah, and I think you need to kind of explore that and see what's going on there a little bit. But in the meantime, like, just don't let this motherfucker fuck your day up, And I think a good place to start is Eldest is.
Treat your dad like you're a very involved social worker. You really want to make a difference, but obviously there's limits to the resources at your fingertips. It's like, I want to help this person live the best life possible, but I can't go under changing their life.
100%. I'm not going down with the ship. I'm on a little lifeboat. I'm the fucking guy. What the fuck is his name? I'm Billy Zane pretending I have a daughter and getting off the fucking Titanic that is my father. She's all I've got. Please don't go down with the ship. Definitely. All right. You have anything quick and fun to take us off, or are we done?
Oh yeah, let's not end on that one.
You're right. Why don't you play the second half of the Easter Sunday trailer? Do you have a quick one?
I have. I can give us a little update from a caller on the Santino app.
Let's do an update. Oh wow, we just put that out.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Stavvy, it's that boy from Yonkers, New York, who called in the other day. Just wanted to say thank you. I'm talking in my non-regional dialect because that shit that I was saying earlier, it kind of sounded like a character if I just put on that Yonkers accent. But I appreciate the advice. I appreciate you knocking me down a couple pegs because I definitely need it. My ego's a little too inflated, honestly, between that and like my career. Like when I was saying my career, I'm working with the NFL agency right now. Nice, so maybe I'll be able to see Ronnie at a couple Ravens games.
Hopefully.
I appreciate that, too. That'd be fucking sick. All right, man. Either way, probably won't get played, but I appreciate you.
Wait, what was the question?
Please keep up
no,
doing
you
the good
remember
shit.
the question? It was the guy who called. He was like, hey, I'm 24 from Yonkers. There's this girl who's awesome, and she does threesomes with me. I want to focus on my career. You joked he was like a pizza guy.
Yeah,
he was like a pizza manager.
Yeah. I was right. We did rip this guy apart.
Yeah.
But hey, you've got a good attitude about it, pal. And we're rooting for you. Yeah, that was nothing, Eldis. He really blew it with that one.
All right, fuck you guys. Here.
Something quick.
Okay.
And if this fails, we're watching the second half of the Easter Sunday.
Hey, Stav. So I've been living with my girlfriend at her siblings' house for a little over a year now. Okay. And I'm just at the point where I can't stand being with her anymore. But the rent that they're charging is insanely cheap, and I seriously just can't afford to live anywhere else. And I don't have any family to move in with, and I lost all my friends in the process of being in this relationship.
Oh, man.
I just feel completely trapped, and I don't want to be living a lie either, you know? So what should I do?
This is the fucking quick little fun pick-me-up. You play as Eldest, you fucking piece of shit. Hey, man, I've lost my whole... It starts with... We start with this guy's a piece of shit who's trying to live off his girlfriend. And then it's like, wait, he lost all his friends? Is this bitch gaslighting and trapping him and forcing him to stay with her with cheap rent, even though she's a cunt? And then we end with the most pathetic plea you've ever heard in your life. It's like, oh, thanks, man. That's a fun little ending to the fucking episode, you fucking dumbass.
It looked short. It was 35 seconds. It was one paragraph. I thought it was going to be good.
Because he's afraid her sister's going to overhear him and hit him. He's afraid he's going to force him to put his hand on a hot plate.
These are like the craziest, because the second time I've done this, and there's questions that are so like where it's like,
you really be worried about niggas? Yeah.
It's like, what is Stav gonna do?
Well, okay, buddy. So let's just break this down.
Oh, man.
Okay. You can't stand being with her anymore. That's number one is you should be out of this relationship. If that's how you feel, you can't stand being with her. That's your answer right then and there. But the rent that they're charging is insanely cheap, and I seriously can't afford to live anywhere else. And I don't have any family to move in with, and I lost all my friends in the process of being in this relationship. So what did you do to lose your friends? Let's go there. Is it possible that there's two readings in this? You were a fucking asshole, and you were like, this is my fucking girlfriend, fuck you guys, you're all fucking pieces of shit, whatever, right? Or they all hated your girlfriend, and you went to bat for her, and now you're realizing they're right.
Or maybe he passively just stopped hanging out with his friends.
That's tough.
That's like something that happens. Yeah.
That's true.
Perhaps these are
friends.
These are friendships that could be rekindled.
Right. That's what I was going to say. Is like, if that's the case, then they'll probably be pretty happy to see you.
Yeah.
But if it's the case where they hated her, and you went to bat, and then you come out like fucking Leah Remini, who left Scientology, and is like, I see clearly now, I was fucking up. They will embrace you with open arms.
Yeah.
Like if Eldest was in a horrible relationship and a girl I hated took Eldest from me, and then 9 months later he comes up to me wearing rags, his feet bleeding. He's been walking through the desert to try and get
rags.
to me. Yeah.
Stop, he was right.
Yeah. And he asked,
"He was a dumb bitch."
You were right. And he washes my feet in supplication and begs forgiveness. I would seat him at my right hand at my table. He'd be the guest of honor at my next great feast. In a heartbeat, I would do that.
You give a speech about Eldest returning?
Yes. The prodigal Albanian has come back. So, bro, you gotta get out of there, buddy. There's no other way around this. And I would reach out to some friends, and I would see what my resources are like. And because if you feel this way, and it's deserved, you know, what did this happen? Why did this become Why did you get in here?
Yeah.
You can't let these material conditions stop you from living your life. Then what? You're just gonna stay with her forever because you can't afford, because they're charging you $300 in rent, and you know what I mean. You don't want to work. Like, what do you mean you can't afford to fucking live somewhere? Like,
Stav has an extra room.
No, I don't. I have a fucking office. I have a podcast studio.
You got a couch?
Nah, you can't sleep on my couch.
Let him sleep on your couch.
Absolutely not. There's in no world. Let me make something very clear.
Come on, let him sleep on your couch.
In no world is anyone sleeping on my couch. Now, will I say that I won't allow anyone who's ever called into the show into my home? On the off chance a hot woman has called in, no, I cannot promise that.
Sure.
But guys, I hate to break it to you fellas, very small chance you're ever coming in my house. Most women have called in either. Now, will I shake your hand on the street? Will I be pumped to see you? Yes, all that.
Yeah.
You're not seeing my home ever. But, you got to get out of there is really it. I mean, there's no other way around it. And you just have to figure that out and just make a fucking plan. Are you really don't have anyone that'll let you crash for a couple days, or look, treat it like you're a woman in an abusive relationship and take a month and save all your money and find a fucking place or whatever. Like, even if you can't leave tomorrow,
fake your death.
Fake your death's good. That's really good. Collect the insurance. Come back as a different guy. Fake your death. Take out a life insurance on yourself. Make your identical twin brother the beneficiary. Kill him. Live his life.
Then move in with Stav.
Then you're welcome to crash on my couch. If you show that level of initiative,
we'll take those.
You can crash on my couch for a couple days. If you do all those steps. But yeah, dude. You sound kind of young too. This is the time to just like fuck around and figure it out. And you can't be feeling trapped, or else that's going to be the rest of your life. So, yeah, that's a fun one.
Yeah.
I
had fun.
That was fun.
I had fun.
The podcast was great. It was really fun. Fellas, thank you for coming on.
Yes, thank you.
Check out the Brandon and Jamel show, everyone. Anything else the fellas should check out?
Shows. Shows. I don't know when this drops, but
we don't know either.
Yeah, the Brandon Jamel show on YouTube podcast apps, all of that.
Whatever you want.
Patreon.
Check it all out.
And shows.
See the boys live.
Yes.
See the fellas live.
You heard?
That's gonna do it for us, guys. Thank you so much. We will talk to you next time. Bye bye.